So Rustic Designs Flower Farm is where we grow 2 acres of specially cut flowers. Actually, it's a little bit over 2 acres of cut flowers that we grow out in the field. We sell wholesale to flower shops in central Minnesota. We also do subscription deliveries where we deliver flowers to people's homes. We have pick hours where you can come out to the farm and pick flowers early in the morning. We also have flower arranging classes out here, as well as classes year-round. So we have like the spruce top classes in the winter time. We have succulent planter classes in the summertime. Oh, and also a lot of wedding work. I forgot to talk about that. We do full design and setup, so that does take up most of our weekends with that type of thing. So we use an assortment. We have just a fun assortment of succulents and a fun assortment of containers too that you get to pick from for that class, so it's super fun. I grew up on a farm not very far from here. We had a huge garden and lots of flowers. And both my grandmas have flowers. I was really surrounded by flowers as a child. I was in 4-H, so I exhibited at the county fair, and of course I exhibited flowers, as well as in the open division. Belgrade also had a flower club, a really big flower club back in the day where they actually had their own little fair, and it was pretty large, and I exhibited there as a child, and I even competed in the adult divisions. And there was also another lady at my church that taught me a lot of skills as far as design work. And so I feel as a child that I really grew up with it. So I always say it's in my blood. I just really love flowers. I have a passion for it. So with the U-Pick hours, you just come out to the farm. We have a bucket and clippers, so you can cut your own flowers. We suggest to cut nice lawn stems, and then you just pay the stem price. So stem prices are anywhere from 50 cents to $5. Once you're done, then we'll bundle them up for you to take home. We would certainly put them in a bucket too. If you brought your own bucket, we'll put them in your bucket for you to take home too. So that's kind of how that works. So it's very important that the cutting hours are only in the mornings from 8 until 10 a.m. We do have some that'll come after 10 a.m. and unfortunately we don't allow picking after 10 a.m. just because it gets too hot out in the field and it really is stressful on the flowers to pick in the heat of the day. So that's why we have morning picking hours.
Okay. Is it going to shut? It'll shut.
I definitely feel that designing is something that you're born with. I mean, sure, you can definitely learn the techniques and the mechanics behind it, but I think you need to also have that in your blood too as well. I started the flower farm in 2011, so this is year number 14. Now, granted, when I started back then, I had just a little space. It was definitely under an acre, and I just grew it over the years, every year expanding a little bit more, tilling up a little bit more grass, taking down some sheds. Even last year, we took down 120 trees to expand out in the backyard and put up a high tunnel. And when I started out in 2011, I was just doing the farmers markets in Willmar. And that's kind of how I grew my business and my clientele. We no longer do the farmers markets. We built this building, the shed here, in 2018. And that was kind of a game changer. People really want to come out and experience the farm kind of behind the scenes. So we quit doing the farmers market at that point, and we just invite everybody to come out to the farm to experience what the flower farm life is like. We're actually going to be taking them completely out of the crate, throwing everything but keeping the lilies itself, and then just the lilies will go into the shed just to dry. And I want to save them for the Harvest Fest and give them away as a freebie. Flowers make people happy and colorful, lots of color, especially like in the springtime when you're so sick and tired of the winter and the snow and no leaves on the trees. And the first flowers in the spring is just it brings a smile to everyone's face. Flowers are happy. I find that growing flowers is therapeutic. It just is soothing to the soul. It's happiness. The satisfaction after weeding an area is great too, because you see a really weedy area and you just want to clean it up, and it's just that good feeling after you got a clean space. Or once you've tied up flowers, we do tie up our flowers out in the field. Certain ones need a little bit more support. So after you've gone through that area, just the neatness. Favorite flower changes every week. I'm definitely drawn to flowers that have scent, so I definitely like the lilacs, the peonies, the garden phlox are probably my top favorite ones, I guess. But other than that, I don't really have a favorite. It changes week to week. No, we have no air fresheners. You know, that's the funny thing is everyone comes in here like, oh, it smells so good in here. I honestly am so used to it that I don't even notice it. I have to be gone for like a whole entire week to even know that it's like a different scent in here. And I think it's also a lot to do with the dried flowers that we have on the ceiling. We have so many drieds up there that I think it also creates a scent in the shop here. But everyone loves the scent when they walk in, and I just don't even smell it. It's so sad. I have a degree in horticulture and floral design, so I had worked in the floral industry and small flower shops. I knew that I didn't want to own a flower shop on Main Street. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I love being outside, I love getting a tan, and I love growing flowers, so I thought, let's just try this. Let's just grow some flowers, see how it goes, and see if I can make a go of it. So I think this is probably like year 8 or so where this is my full-time job. This is all that I do. Now, granted, I can't do this all by myself. I have 6 girls that help me here at the farm, so it's definitely a teamwork farm. 5 o'clock this morning, I was working on wedding work because it's going to get really hot today. So usually I am out here right away at 5 o'clock, either working out in the field on stuff or prepping the list of things that need to be done for the day, or like Thursdays and Fridays, I'm working on wedding work. There's been even times where I'm out here at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning working on wedding work because wedding work takes a lot of design hours. So it just depends upon how many weddings I have for the weekend and what needs to be done. My early mornings are early, but I get my best work done. I think I'm the most creative person in the morning. So less distractions too. I'm gonna do this until I'm like 70-ish. I love what I do, so yeah, I say that I'm definitely gonna be in my 70s before I quit doing this, but I've recently been thinking a little bit more about that and what does retirement look like, and I wanna keep doing this. Yeah, I really love this. Yeah, this is a passion.
Postcards is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota. Additional support provided by Margaret A. Cargill Philanthropies, Mark and Margaret Yakel-Julien on behalf of Shalom Hill Farms, a retreat and conference center in a prairie setting near Windham, Minnesota. On the web at shalomhillfarm.org. Alexandria, Minnesota, a year-round destination with hundreds of lakes, trails, and attractions for memorable vacations and events. More information at explorealex.com. A better future starts now. West Central Initiative empowers communities with resources, funding, and support for a thriving region. More at wcif.org.